I swear, in every like Illuminati video, there's always like this one clip where they slow down people's music. I know you saw one of them. Hi guys, welcome back to the Shannon Show. Hello if you're new. So today's video is going to be a reaction / watch along / commentary to the Black is King short film / visual album by Beyoncé. The trailer of it's going to be premiering on Disney Plus at the end of July. I hope everybody is doing as well as can be, and I really do hope everybody is being proactive as possible in supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. And if you're still on the lookout for some resources, I've linked some in the description. Feel free to comment down below your thoughts on my commentary. I'm always up for a chat, I'm always up for a debate. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. No hard feelings. So we've got some new Beyoncé music coming our way, which I'm definitely here for. It's a follow-up from The Gift, so I'm guessing it's going to be very African Afrobeats influenced again, and I'm here for it. Obviously I'm going into this, I'm like a day late, and I have heard already the diaspora debate, specifically from Africans criticizing the video I'm African, I'm Congolese. Shout out to all my Congolese people. It's Independence Day. I guess you could say it's independence, you know, but that's a whole different video, girl. But I've seen some debate. Seen some debate from Christians shouting, having some debate about this video as well. But you know what, I'm going to watch the video first and then I'm going to provide my thoughts. So let's just watch the video first.
A journey is a gift.
Okay, sunset.
But like I'm not.
Okay, Beyoncé glistening in the desert. I'm here for it.
Yet, but like I got potential.
The do-rag.
I'm not there, you know, 100%.
And the red do-rags as well. Really complements the skin tone. I'm loving this like sub-Saharan melody. Yes. And she's holding one of the twins.
Never left you.
This looks so beautiful.
That is.
Ooh, that was a look. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair a color. I might have to dye it pink.
And it's complete on its own.
Okay, the slowed down music. This is probably where the Christians are having their little debate. Come through, yes. Slow down. I swear, in every like Illuminati video, there's always like this one clip where they slow down people's music. I know you saw one of them.
You are the king.
This looks so cinematic. This is like definitely a film. I'm definitely looking forward to watching this. Okay. So let's just have a little discussion, okay? From my perspective as an African person, I have grown up in London, but I've been, grew up in Congolese culture. So that is like my culture, African culture. So I guess the first thing to address is, the African critique of, Beyoncé is, I guess, just picking and choosing parts of African culture. And that's what some Africans have an issue with. I've heard, Wakandification of Africa, they're not really here with it. And I can understand that from a point of view of, African culture not too long ago was shitted on. Often we were made fun of, it wasn't seen as something cool. It wasn't seen as something that you should be proud of per se. And African people are very proud. We're very defensive of our culture. So I can understand where they are coming from. But at the same time, I do think, I personally could see that she was, from this trailer, I personally saw that she was taking elements from different elements of the diaspora. So traditional African culture. We saw African American culture in there as well. So I guess you could say it was picking and choosing, but I think it was, from what I can see, it has been carefully chosen. But I also think, coming from that perspective, like I said, I don't deny this could totally be Beyonce just cashing in the hype of African culture becoming more popular. But at the same time, I think in terms of the whole debate of, oh, you know, African Americans are Wakandifying Africa, I do think that comes from a place of, I feel like maybe of being insensitive. I don't even know if insensitivity is a word. I think it is. Because for African Americans, like for instance, Africans, I can say I'm Congolese. African Americans, most people can't trace back their lineages. You can do it through a DNA test, but often, you know, I've watched a few DNA tests, I've been on that side of YouTube. When the results come back, they're from multiple places in Africa. So it's not like they can say, I'm Nigerian, I'm Ghanaian, I'm Congolese. Usually they're from different areas. So it's kind of like, well, where do you go from there? Because I'm from all of these places. So I kind of want to tap into more than one thing. So I guess, I don't know, maybe that could be the thought process. But then also with the whole Wakandification thing, I think it comes from, you know, obviously this whole diaspora debate. I mean, the diaspora debate has been around for a long time. I literally saw a tweet yesterday that was blowing up from, you know, a South African woman that was basically shitting on American culture. Like that whole debate has been going on and on. And I feel like the whole, you know, African visas, African and Caribbean visas, African American culture, that is just a recycled debate. I personally just think it's stupid. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I think like we are all black people, all one as African, but I also understand that we all have our distinctive cultures. And in terms of that whole debate, I do think African culture is a respectable and viable and valid culture. And I feel like black people, even African people, have been influenced by African American culture. So I feel like to try and deny that when, from my experience, most of us have grown up on African American culture, even though the roots are from Africa, I feel like it is a bit silly to deny that. But anyway, that is a whole different debate. But I think in terms of, there has been this debate of we are Africans, African Americans are not Africans, they are African Americans. I know it's weird, but there has been this kind of separation, clear distinction. So I feel like a lot of African American people feel a bit shut out from African culture, feel like they cannot embrace the African side of them because there's friction on all sides. And, you know, there are African people that are welcoming of African Americans. In terms of my experience, you know, in the culture that I grew up, we hold African Americans to high esteem, but I know that's not the same for everyone. So there is this kind of, well, we are African and you are not. So I think Wakanda and stuff like that and the Wakandification, I'm not speaking for them. You're going to need me to clarify I'm the African American person, but from what my understanding is, Wakanda is a fictional place, but to them it is an African place where they belong because it is fictional. It is a place that they can belong and embrace their Africanness. I think that's why they're going so hard for Wakanda, because they feel like a fictional African place is the only place that they can really belong, because I feel like we can't deny there's been friction, there's been debates, you know, there's been a bit of alienation going on. So I think, that's why I kind of feel like there is a lot of Wakandification going on, and because I feel like that is where it's come from, I can't really be mad at that or defensive about that. I just feel like, why shouldn't they be allowed? Like I said, I still get both sides. Like I said, Africans are very defensive about their culture, very protective of it, but I personally just see it as harmless. And I'm not gonna lie and act like I haven't seen African Americans shitting on African culture. But like I said, I don't see anything wrong with them. I don't really see that much of an issue for me personally with the Wakanda Forever issue. But I'm interested to hear from particularly African viewers and African American viewers where you stand on this whole Wakanda debate, Wakandification of Africa debate, and you know why African Americans are going so hard for Wakanda even though it isn't real. I want to hear from you guys what your take on the whole situation is. But in terms of applying it to Beyoncé and this little film, from what I've seen from the trailer, I wouldn't say it was Wakandification. I would say, like I said, it seemed to me like an amalgamation of different African cultures. So yeah, I didn't really see it, but you know, that's just me. But like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys. I just feel like people are just coming for my girl Beyonce unnecessarily. Obviously everybody's entitled to their opinions and critique. You know, art is there to be critiqued. But I just don't know why, you know, people are so riled up. I just don't get it. I don't know why they're coming for my Virgo sister. In terms of the other debate, the whole, you know, Christianity debate, you know, some of the Christians are piping up, putting their 2 pence in. Obviously, there is some depictions of, you know, cultural customs in traditional African religions. It's still practiced within Africa right now, but it was more prevalent before colonization and the Christianization of Africa. Of course, I hear that argument time and time and again, like, oh, Christianity was there before the colonizers came. Yes, but like yes, that is true. But the dominant religion was the traditional African religions. And you know, you can fight me on that if you want, but that's the truth before colonization came and started to demonize aspects of traditional African culture. It's interesting because even like African Christians do demonize aspects of African traditional religion, and then there's some people that kind of intertwine both. So in my family, it's a Christian family. My parents kind of dabble within both Christianity and aspects and customs of African traditional religion and talking to your ancestors and connecting to your ancestors of that thing. But then some elements they kind of view as like devilish or demonic or witchcrafty. So it's interesting, like, because I feel like within some African cultures they kind of intertwine both. It's not kind of just like that it's like demonic, you know? I think there's a lot of pick and choosing going on. But personally, I personally don't adhere to any type of religion. And I just, you know, I have my opinions on everything, you know. I'm just going to keep it cute for this video. I do believe in, you know, the ancestors and the spirits of your ancestors. And I do feel like I have connected to my ancestors. So yeah, I'm just not going to be here for any disrespect of the traditional African religion in my comment section. I mean, you know, speak your truth, but you know, don't be mad when I speak my truth back, honey. But hopefully we can have a civil discussion on that in the comment section. I just feel like everyone should do their research and just be open-minded on stuff like that. You know, people's cultures, when you're taking, you know, when you're, you know, labeling something evil or bad, it's always just going to be sensitive. I just think people should be very careful before labeling something demonic when they don't know the history behind it. I just think everybody should just do their research on the traditional African religion, you know? Just do your research, honey. But like I said, you're welcome to your opinion in the comment section. So yeah, that is basically my little debate on that whole situation. I just feel like I'm here for whatever Beyonce is producing. I feel like it is appreciation. I feel like there has been some research in this. And I'm here for the visuals. I'm here for the album. I'm here for the sound. I'm here for it, darling. So yes, do let me know what you thought of this teaser trailer. Let me know what you think about this whole debate on the diaspora debate, the religion debate. Let me know. And you might as well subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1.4K, honey, and I'd appreciate if you'd help me out with that. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. Till next time, guys. Bye.